Morning, folks. Just wanted to run some stuff by you, let you know what we got going on. Made a trip over here to the Midway Wesleyan Church here in Randleman, and we're going to give you a little insight of what's going on, where all your food donations and supplies have been going. I spoke with Brother Tim up in Bethel at Flat Rock, and he wanted to relay where your food was going and let you know that everything was moving forward. He got 11 loads into Swannanoa. You know, that place was just completely destroyed. While we're talking about Swannanoa, I'm going to post some pictures from high-resolution satellite showing where the mud and stuff started as it pushed its way down into Swannanoa and wiped the town out. So that'll be something you'll want to look at if you'll go on to the channel and go onto the page. You'll go under the community tab and you can see those photos. But basically what happened was, I can explain what these photos are going to show. It's going to show the beginning of where the mudslide started, and that was about an elevation of 4,300 feet. And as it moved down the mountain at a high rate of speed, gathered by all of the tributaries feeding this area, and all that water moving debris and sticks and logs, kind of done like a snowball effect, and it all gathered and started moving down the mountain. And at the very top of it, it started about 30 feet wide, and by the time it got into Swannanoa, it was 450 feet wide. So that's why the devastation was so bad. But I'm going to show the before and after pictures of these areas. The area that's going to be shown is the area called Garrett Creek, and that was the best picture that was able to be looked at from a satellite to show all the different ways the mud flowed down the valley and into those areas. There was 2 more loads taken to Canton, filled the church fellowship hall completely up. There was a load taken to Weaverville. Now Weaverville's over on toward the Tennessee line, and over in that area, it's way back, hard to get to. There was quite a bit of loss of life up there. They was finding bodies from Tennessee and North Carolina on each other side of the state line. So that was pretty bad up there in Weaverville. But there's also 15 families in Weaverville that needs more supplies that are completely gone. Now there was 8 pallets of water taken over to the Glenn C. Marlowe Elementary School from the Flat Rock church there, Bethel, which enabled that school to be able to open up. Without those 8 pallets of water, the school would be shut down. Now, speaking about the school, Tim's wife is a teacher there, and she said that now the school, they have no idea when they'll have water at the school. They are on the same water supply that Buncombe County schools are on, which is Asheville, and that water system is torn up pretty bad. They have no idea when they'll get water. Also, those schools over there are closed, so the kids are being taken to what they call a community pickups if they're able to get there, and they're hauling those kids down to Hendersonville to go to school down there close to Flat Rock. So now the school over there is having kids come in that go to other schools in other counties because of all the devastation. So we don't know a whole lot about it. There's still a lot of kids that haven't shown up. Of course, you know, they're way back in the woods and they have no access to get to the public roads. The roads are down, so the buses can't run, so they're just letting people know that if you can get your kid to this location, we can get them to school. So that's kind of the story on how the school system's running up there. It kind of reminded me of a charter school, how they'll have a community pickup, maybe at a grocery store parking lot or something, to bus the kids in for parents that want their kids to go to that particular school. They had 3 loads of supplies go to the I Am ministry. That was food and clothing mainly. They hosted a work team from Texas for 2 nights. It was busy gutting houses in Swannanoa that was full of mud and water. So they gutted all those houses, and that was a team from Texas. They hosted and provided 5 different meals to the North Carolina National Guard and fed them. So your food's not only helping the community, it's helping those National Guardmen that's come in there, that's been there fairly quickly. They were the only ones that showed, as far as militarily wise, to help, and that was our own state's National Guard, and they're helping feed them. There was also a ministry called Nails for You that served 350 more plates to the National Guard on this past Saturday. They unloaded 5 huge trucks of supplies. I'm assuming that's probably going to be 18-wheelers, since he said big trucks. They sorted some clothing that they gotten from churches in Charlotte and the area down in there, and got 15 tables of clothing that they was able to distribute to the community. Now keep in mind, this is new and gently used stuff that they're getting to give to the people in the community. Tim said that God is good, and if it wasn't for the churches and the people of Western North Carolina, he don't even know what kind of shape they would be in. So keep in mind, on November the 2nd, we're going to be making a run back up to Hendersonville area, the Flat Rock area, and also into Canton, and to get some supplies up there. And we're going to take concentration is on winter clothing, and of course we can't forget the food, because they're running through the food. And I'm going to be giving you another report here shortly about how much food he's running through and that sort of thing. But what I just laid out for you gives you a good idea how much food he's going through and how much water. And it's getting cold up there, folks. Also in that community tab, I'm going to show you a picture of how the residents are living right now along the river. I don't want to show any private homes or any people or anything, but what I'm going to put on there is a picture of some tents that are on the side of the river. And the people are living in these tents, and from what Tim said, they have no intentions of leaving those tents. They want to stay there because they're on their land, and they don't want somebody coming in from Foxtrot Echo Mike Alpha and trying to swipe up the land away from them. So just want you to keep that in mind. I'm going to post that picture on the community tab as well. And also, if you want to find out what's been going on from day one, you can go back into the library here on the channel, and you can start from the bottom up and watch those videos. And you'll also see some in there on boots on the ground. You'll see Tim and his wife talking about what they were doing. And this was the first week of the hurricane and what happened. That one's titled Boots on the Ground. So go back in the library if you want to see what's going on. It's cold this morning. Temperature here is about 42. So up in the mountains, they was having a freeze warning. I got that on my phone. So be sure you, if you're going to donate, folks, make sure it goes through a church. That way it stays out of the hands of Foxtrot Echo Mike Alpha. And who knows if it'll ever get to the people if it gets into their hands. Appreciate you joining us this morning. I hope this has answered some questions, give you some insight of what we're planning on doing, the collections that we're taking, and where it's been going for you. Thanks for joining. Y'all have a blessed day.